Hey guys, welcome back to All Around LEGO, and today we will be ranking the LEGO Star Wars Microfighters worst to first. Let's get into it. Starting off as the worst LEGO Microfighter, I've put LEGO set 75032. This set has 97 pieces, and it was released January 2014 and retired in July of 2015. As for the set, I feel like it was kind of irritating to get only half of the astromech droid with the head. And for the build, it felt kind of lackluster. And the big engines with the 2x2 cylinder bricks definitely made this build look big and ugly. Next up, I have 75295. This set has 101 pieces. It was released of January 21 and is supposed to retire in December of 22. This is for sure the worst of the three Millennium Falcon microfighters we've had. The stud shooters on top look kind of bulky, and figure choice of the younger Han Solo isn't necessarily the best that I felt, and overall the build felt really not good. Next up, I have 75130. This set has 76 pieces and was released January of 2016, and it retired in December of 2016. Rebels was not a very good show in my opinion, and the ATDP with ATDP driver definitely reflects that. I always felt that the driver didn't really look that good, considering that it's a similar vehicle to the ATST, so you would think there would be a similar crew. The stud shooter on the front doesn't look terrible for this one, but it also doesn't look good either. And then it's really small top for pretty long legs. After that, I have 75129, the TIE Advanced Prototype Microfighter. This set has 93 pieces, and it was released in January 2016, December 2017. This set is probably the worst, it is the worst TIE Fighter in my opinion. It felt really basic. It feels like something that would have definitely been released in the 2014 one, although the 2014 one does indeed, in fact, look better. Then after that, I have 75129, the Wiki Gunship Microfighter. I feel like there's a lot of potential here. Obviously, the figure was pretty good for just $10, and the build, they had it going, I feel, until they had the transition from the bottom part to the top, in which I feel like they messed it up. After that, I have 75228. This set has 177 pieces, and it is the first $20 set that we will see. The rest are all 10, unless I mentioned otherwise. The set was released in January of 2019 to December of 2019. And as for the build, you get 3 minifigures in this one, or if you don't count R2-D2 as a minifigure, then whatever. I feel like, obviously, R2-D2, I like how you get the full figure instead of just the head, although I feel like they probably should have made the escape pod bigger so R2 actually fit in it instead of on top. As for the rest of the set, Dewback and Sand Trooper look totally fine, but the pod, it's really hard to make it look nice in my opinion. Next up, I have set 75194. This set has 91 pieces, and it was released in January of 2018, and it retired in July of 2019. This is the first order TIE. As for the figure, I felt like it was really nice, obviously with the new helmets. TIE Fighter, honestly, I don't really know how I feel about the first order, like with the red in this one. It feels like it takes up too much. And then the classic windshield piece, kind of writes up red, and then it doesn't look as good. As for the wings, they're also don't really match with the red. And so with that, I feel like it definitely drags this set down. Next up, I have 75163. This set has 78 pieces, released in January of 2017 to December of 2017. This build was perfectly fine, probably one of the best in all of LEGO. As for the figure, you just got a, I'm not sure, but definitely should have got Krennic in this one. Next up, I have 75264. This set has 72 pieces. It was released in January 2020 to December 2020. Kylo runs Shuttle as a real LEGO set. It is really nice, although I did definitely feel that they weren't able to transfer this into LEGO. Obviously, the Kylo figure is fine, but the wings compared to the body, the proportions do look off in this set. Next up, I have 75033. This set has 97 pieces, and it was released in January of 2014 and retired in December of 2014. This is the Star Destroyer Microfighter. The pilot, really fine in my opinion, especially with the hat. It's really hard to make the Star Destroyer look good or appealing. Obviously, they got the they got the tower that looked really nice, although I do feel like the rest, just looking at a bunch of gray with one black figure, doesn't really look that good. Next up, I have 75224. This set has 92 pieces, and it was released in January of 2019 and retired in December of 2019. This is a Darth Maul Sith Infiltrator. The Sith Infiltrator looks fine. I do feel like the wings were definitely well put together with the proportions, because it has smaller wings. Although I do feel like they could have been like a bit longer. It just doesn't look right in a Microfighter. And then the front part doesn't really transition smoothly. But getting Darth Maul for $10 is really nice. Next up, I have 75125. And this set has 87 pieces, released in January of 2016, retired December of 2017. This set has 87 pieces. Oh, wait, I already said that. Okay, sorry. As for the build, you get a Rebel pilot, really nice, obviously. As for the build, this is where we need to talk. Once again, the engines on the X-Wing do, in fact, look bigger, and the missiles don't exactly look right in this set. Next up on my list, I have 75031. This set has 92 pieces. It was released in January of 2014 and retired July 2015. For the build, I feel like this is really good, considering that it's especially 2014 LEGO. The gray and black provided a nice mixture that the Star Destroyer didn't. In my opinion, this made the set more desirable. And the TIE Fighter pilot back then also looked pretty snazzy for the time. Next up, I have 75029, the AAT. This set has 95 pieces, released in January 2014, retired December 2014. This set looks totally good from the front. You can obviously get your droid commander, but the minute you turn it around, I feel that it definitely slacks off. Doesn't look that good, but I really feel that LEGO missed the mark in the fact that they made the front look so good, but they were unfortunately unable to make the rest follow through. Next up, I have 75161. This set has 88 pieces, and it was released in January of 2017, and it retired in July 2018. Sorry, my bad. This is one of the best TIE related builds. Figure, once again, pretty standard, but also really nice. Doesn't overdo it too much for the build. The wings are really nice, and the body's perfectly fine, although the stud shooters on the bottom, depending on what angle you look at it, it does make it look like it has 4 wings, which it doesn't, and that is why I have this lower. Next up, I have 75030. This set has 94 pieces and was released in January 2014, and it was retired in July of 2015. This is not the best Millennium Falcon Microfighter, although it sure comes a lot closer to the other one that I still have on this list. Way better than the most recent one, which I think LEGO should be progressively getting better. As for the figure, you get the old Han Solo, which is really nostalgic. You get the flick fire missiles on the top, which obviously are really old considering that LEGO doesn't have that. And then the cockpit piece and the radar dish, along with the top and the lights, all fit together really well, in my opinion. After that, I have 75127. This set has 104 pieces, and it was released in January 2016 and retired December 2016. As for the build, it's the Ghost, obviously a really nice thing. Rebels, once again, I did not like it that much, although the Ghost I do feel like in this case was good. You obviously get one of the main characters in Rebels in this set, which is nice to get it in a cheaper version. And then with the build, you obviously got a really nice window piece, and then the engines fit really nice onto everything, which is really nice, along with the stud shooter on the front. That really helped out the build a lot. Normally, LEGO doesn't make the stud shooters look good. Now, I have 75193. This is the highest Millennium Falcon, in my opinion. It has 92 pieces, released in January 2018 to July 2019. This comes with Chewbacca, which was different for the time. I feel like that was interesting. Don't necessarily agree with it, but it looks nice. Obviously has the newer radar dish from the thing. Stud shooters on top fit with it really well. And the overall color scheme on this one, I feel, is the best of all of them. Next up, I have 75077. And this set has 102 pieces. It was released in January 2015 to December 2015. This is the homing spider droid. Obviously, you get a droid from Geonosis that is not canon, which I found kind of interesting. At least I don't think it's not canon. If you know, let me know. As for the spider droid, I felt like the legs were a little skinny compared to the big fat circle, but the flick fire missile was definitely good, in which it added that round cylinder at the bottom. Next up, I have 75321, which is the one that's currently out. Has 98 pieces, released January 22, and it is supposed to retire December of this year. As for this set, really nice, although I do feel like LEGO, since it's more modern now, should be able to do that. Obviously, you got the new stud shooter types on the side, although I really do feel like it is hard to tell that it's the Razor Crest when looking at it. Next up, I have 75075. This set has 88 pieces, released January 2015 to December 2016. This is the Lowe's Hoth related one, so you can tell that my bias is probably coming into effect here. As for the build, I feel like this is the worst of the two AT-AT builds. I definitely feel like the head is way lower than the body, which I kind of find a problem. And the legs also seem a bit tiny, and although it is nice to get an AT-AT driver for $10. Next up, I have 75223. Has 62 pieces, released January 2019 to December 2019. This is the Naboo Starfighter. Obviously, this set has only part of R2-D2, and it has the young Anakin, although I definitely feel that this is one of the best builds with the Naboo Starfighter. It's really nice. Definitely made it a really good microfighter. I feel like the engines are the right size, the back fin is the right size, and it does fit Anakin, which I find really nice. And then the 2 flick fire missiles, with being green, definitely add a lot of charisma to this set. Next, I have 75263. Has 86 pieces, released January 2020 to December 2020. This set obviously comes with Zori Bliss, which is a phenomenal figure to get for $10, and for the build you get a Resistance Y-Wing. It is for sure the worst of the 2 Y-Wings, although at that being said, it does not look terrible at all. I just feel like the engines are a bit longer compared to the front of the build. Next up I have 75196. This set has 188 pieces, and it was released January 2018 to December 2019. This is another $20 build. With this, you get Kylo Ren's ship, and then you get a Resistance A-Wing. The figures for this really nice. You get Kylo without his helmet, and then you get the Resistance A-Wing with a probably one of the best helmets in my opinion. And then it comes with a like little side area build for the starships, although I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that. And Kylo Ren's starship does look a bit funny. Now on to the top 10. I have 75074. This set has 97 pieces and it was released in January 2015, and it retired in December 2016. This is the Snowspeeder. Looks really nice, obviously, with the Snowspeeder pilot. Engines, I feel, definitely work really nice in how you can get that slope that the Snowspeeder does in fact have. No real cons with this, and I do find it cool that they were able to fit the little cable hook in the set. Next up is 75160, and this set has 109 pieces. It was released in January 2017 to December 2018. You obviously get an exclusive helmet on your U-Wing pilot this time. Really nice, which adds a lot of detail to the set. As for the U-Wing itself, looks really nice, and you can move the wings. Although when the wings are in the straight position and not folded out, I do feel like they do look a little funny. Next up is 75195. This set has 216 pieces. It was released in January 2018 to December 2018. This set costs $20, and it includes the Hoth, but in the sequels, even though it's not Hoth. Obviously, you got one of those speeders that they have, which is definitely the best part of the set. This also has a little side build with a turret on the red snow. But at that, I don't really like the way the AT-AT thing looks, and I obviously don't like the pilot. I feel like that is just a worse version of the AT-AT, although I do like the Rebel side of this build. Next up, I have 75076. This set has 105 pieces. It was released January 2015 to December 2015. This is the Gunship. This was the last time that we really got a pilot in the Gunship. Obviously, you know about the Yellow Clone Trooper. This, with it being bulky at the top and smaller at the bottom, it does look kind of cool for a bit, and especially considering the figure that shoots up the set a lot. Although, once again, it's not accurate, which is why it is lower on this list. Next up, I have 75265, the T16 Skyhopper and Bantha. This set has 198 pieces, released January of 2020 to December 2020. This set is also in the $20 line. And as for this, the Bantha is okay, I guess. The Sand Trooper, it does look really cool though, and it does kind of look adorable. And obviously the T16 is the best part of this build. It's one of the best Microfighter builds of all time, which is really nice. And next up is 75072, which has 95 pieces, and it was released in January 2015 to December 2015. This is the ARC 170. Really nice. Obviously, you get ARC 170 Pilot. ARC 170 is one of the best builds for LEGO at its time. And that leads us into 75126, which is the First Order Snowspeeder Microfighter. I feel like LEGO really hit the nail on the head with this one. This one has 91 pieces, released January 2016 to December 2017. Obviously, you get a snow speeder guy, and the turret on the front with the stud shooter does fit really nicely. And I really like this. This is the best sequel Microfighter as of now. And coming in at the top 3, at number 3, I have 75298. The AT-AT vs. Tonton Micro Fighter has 205 pieces, released in March of 2021 to December of 2022. This is also $20 set, if I haven't mentioned that. It's the best one of the $20 sets. AT-AT, best at luck, they fixed that problem with the head that they had up there. Don't know how I exactly feel about having stud shooters as the weapons, but it's fine, I guess, because they're meant to be battle. Tonton is a little big, but it is the best looking animal, so it doesn't really matter. And sliding in at number 2, I have 75028. Has 96 pieces, and it was released in January 2014 to July 2015. This is the Turbo Tank, obviously. Only time you would ever get a Phase 2 Clone Trooper. It's regarded as the first one. This is my first LEGO Star Wars set, so it's really nice to have it. Obviously, the flick fire missiles with the blue on the side does actually come out to be like cannon, essentially, because they do shoot missiles out on the side, which is really nice. You're able to roll it around, but also have stability with the 2 black pieces underneath it. And I feel that it looks really nice, but it's not the best. And the best, sliding at number 1, obviously, is 75162. This is the Y-Wing. It has 90 pieces. Released January 2017 to December 2017. This is the best Microfighter. You got your Y-Wing pilot, and the Y-Wing is really nice. It was able to make it a little longer than the Resistance one, and the jet engines aren't as bad. It is exactly what you look for in a Microfighter, and that is the best part about it. Thanks for watching this worst to first. I will have a new review coming out soon for one of Brickler's builds. It will be the Turbo Tank. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time in All Around LEGO.